It was a great night for Scottish football as Rangers defeated Atletico Bilbao. Could we be hearing that in a month's time? Potentially, but Jose Mourinho thinks not. Welcome back to Fog Football. Mourinho, he's obviously not took this defeat well. I mean, is he ever gracious in defeat? You could argue last week he was gracious in defeat, but you know, there was a lot of calls in this game. You can think they went against Mourinho, you can think they didn't. You can think Fenerbahce were robbed. You can like it, you can dislike it, but you do have to respect it. You know what I mean? And what I would say is, I think the Raskin one where he boots the guy, to me, if he gives that, there's no overturning it. It probably is a penalty, but no, it goes against him. It's the play acting. It is the play acting. And the referee had enough of it all game. The referee for large periods of that game, don't get it twisted, he completely lost the head and was booking us for nothing. But you know what? See if Fenerbahce were absolute fuds and just stopped rolling about and overreacting to every single tackle, maybe they would have got that penalty. But that's why Mourinho sets his teams up. You know what I mean? That is literally it. He's not the only one. I mean, a lot of teams do it, but he was asked about Rangers' chances in the last 8 against Atletico Bilbao, and he said, in my opinion, I want the guys to be respectful. I want to respect the guys, the coach and the fans. In football, anything is possible, but I played against Bilbao in the groups phase. Bilbao was a stronger team than Rangers. End of quote. I don't even recall. I'm going to assume Bilbao beat Fenerbahce, maybe for a bit. But not the thing is, folks, right? Bilbao are favourites. Right? The actual final's in Bilbao, so they're going to want to, you know, they're going to want to get to that. Of course they are. That's a bit of extra incentive in it for them. But we beat Betis, right, last year, the home and away, and I do believe that Bilbao are better than Betis, right? But let's not pretend there is this like astronomical fucking gap between the two, right? There's not. And also, we've beat better teams than Bilbao in Europe before, comfortably, might I add. But my only beef is, right, and I said this during the live stream last night over on my channel, I just don't see us going through. It can happen, but we need to turn the home form around. You know what I mean? We can't be, like, let's be honest, man. We can't be going in to a quarter-final against Bilbao or a semi-final against United or Lyon needing to do something away because we can't buy a win at home. Why is it done a complete and utter 180? Now, you could argue, right, forget about the other 3 games, right, with Queen's Park, St Mirren and Motherwell, take into one side. Could it just be a case of, you know, we were much better than Fenerbahce away and they were better than us in, you know, Ibrox? Yeah. And maybe next month we'll be much better than Bilbao in the first leg, and in the second leg they'll be better than us, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle. But for me, it's just, I just don't, I lack confidence in this group. Last night was great, right? But I was saying before we even went through, I was like, my confidence of this team actually doing anything is went down due to this Ibrox performance against Bilbao. But reality is, folks, you've got to be in it to win it, and Rangers are, and that's what's great. And he went on to say, and I quote, "The final is in Bilbao. I don't know what happened today with Roma. I know that after 10 minutes they were playing with 10 men. So honestly, I think if Rangers does it against Bilbao, it will be phenomenal because it's going to be very, very hard." End of quote. Like, of course, it's not a complete and utter write-off, folks, but, you know, you can't keep relying on away performances. And there's been a lot of good away performances in Europe this season. You know, Nice, Malmo, Olympiacos. I thought Old Trafford was good for the most part, just a couple of lapses of concentration. I mean, beat Fenerbahce 3-1, which was great. So, you know, we've had, 5 games away from home in Europe, and we've picked up 3 wins, a draw and a loss. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, you can't really complain about that, can you? I don't think you can. But I think most of us will be feeling that if we lost at Ibrox in the first leg next game, it would be over. But here, you can't think like that at the same time, even though, I mean, realistically, it probably would be. But you never know. Maybe if you take like a 2-1 defeat over and play in the counter-attack, that suits us. But at the same time, we could win and play in it's all about the actual games, you know, by themselves, right? Because like I think back to 2021, that 22 campaign, we beat Dortmund and Leipzig, right? But against Braga, we made a real meal of it when they were like down to 10 and 9 men, and obviously they're worse than those two. So I can't just pretend one game flattens us, but I mean, it's four losses in a row for Rangers at Ibrox. I mean, that is insane. This is the first time ever. The first time ever. No, I mean, if you win the Europa League, I don't really care about that stat, but I mean, it just seems like this team breaks all the wrong records. But last night was a good night. Obviously, next two games, well, not the next two games. I know Celtic's obviously up next, a couple of days from now, and then the first game back at Ibrox is Hibs. Hibs will be hurting for going at the Cup, but I don't think their confidence will be all that dented. So, busy couple of weeks for Rangers, and most importantly, it's another Scottish team in Europe, guys, keeping things neutral here. We need the coefficients, don't we? And it gives us two opportunities to pick up some points, because by God, do we need it. But also, from my point of view, it keeps something alive for Rangers this season. I want this to continue as long as possible. I want this to continue well into May when this final is, but we'll see how it ends up. Anyway, folks, leave your thoughts down below. That's it for Fog Football, and peace.